So then after college, what happened?
Well, I already spent so much time in architecture school, right?
Right.
I had to at least give it a shot.
Right.
So I started working at a local firm in King of Prussia, D2. So I started there as one of their designers and shifted into spearheading their brand new concept of doing graphic design and really tailoring graphics within the physical space. So I started doing that, and I realized, look, I still have a marketing degree. Marketing translates into business development. So my second firm was Environetics, which is now NOR here in the city. So
Okay.
I was living in the city, but commuting to King of Prussia. But now I found my second career in Philly, in the city, where I could just walk to work, and it was perfect.
Okay.
So I was there. I was on a team that won the CSL bearing project in King of Prussia. We won the CSC project down in Wilmington. So naturally, winning those high-profile projects from an architecture side landed some. It gave me some exposure into the business, and people started taking notice. Okay, well, Tommy Choi put together this proposal. He was part of the presentation team. So brokers started reaching out, asking, hey, do you want to give this a shot?
Really?
So that's kind of how I got introduced into commercial real estate. I knew I wanted to go there at some point.
Right.
I just didn't realize that was going to be my entry point.
Right, which you had already prepared yourself in college with the lingo, double majoring, but then going into the industry, you still gave architecture a shot, which you obviously were doing your job. You did a good job at what you were doing. So because you're doing such a great job, those brokers felt comfortable reaching out to you.
Yeah. Okay. They wanted to see my headspace, where I was at. And at that point, it was trying to figure out at what time period at this point. I think it was 2014.
Okay.
I was about 3 to 4 years out of college.
Okay.
They saw a hungry kid that knew how to put together proposals and I'm very type A.
Okay.
I am someone that will put together a list of tasks every single morning.
Yeah.
And I will always put 2 extra tasks. If I hit them, it's a home run.
Okay.
If I don't hit the 2, I'll settle for a double or a triple.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that's kind of my personality. So a lot of brokers kind of reflected on that and said to me, at least, that, hey, look, your personality kind of fits the mold of potential success.
Right.
They won't say success because in this industry, most times it's really just luck, and other times it's truly about grit.
Right.
But I had the potential, and they saw that potential, so that opened my eyes to start reaching out to brokerages.
Okay.
Asking them, not for a job, for a 30-minute coffee, talk to the other brokers, some of the managing principals. What's the culture like? What are the expectations day to day of your young advisors? And it took me almost a year to kind of figure out like what was the right firm for me to kind of get my career started.
Right, right. And this is one reason why I wanted to have you on this platform, because a story like that helps kids that are in school that may not be, all in on commercial real estate or watching something like this, but they learn that they could, maybe minor in something just to kind of get used to the lingo, and then get into a industry, but then really outdo and overperform. And also keep in the back of the mind, they may want to transition later and start, reaching out to people with coffees and, informal interviews, etc. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on this platform, because I know that's your background. So that's amazing.